Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk women's basketball. And with us, head coach Kendra Faustin. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Robert.
Kind of like the men's team that we talked about earlier, a busy stretch here, which if you're a player, you probably like playing this many games, but if you're a coach, not quite so much preparation.
Yeah, there's no sleep. There's no sleep. Yeah, our players are excited to play games, of course. What player doesn't want to just play games? But prep was, it was a challenge, and we played on the women's side. We played for the top 4 teams in the league, 3 out of 4 on the road, and so it was a good challenge for our young squad. And I thought we did a good job at the beginning of that trip. I thought we played well at Tech. Came up a little bit short, but we played well on the road, and we're certainly happy to be back in Lake Arena.
Back at home this past Thursday night against Saginaw Valley State, the divisional leader, but a team that you've certainly played very close and very tight here in the past 3 or 4 ball games.
Yeah, we took them to overtime at their place, and came up 2 points short. And I thought we did some really great things on Thursday night. I think it was a 2 or 3 at half, and we struggled down the stretch. 2 things: defending their ball screens, but I thought Lexi Bush, she really had a great game. She was playing really, really well, shooting the ball well, and we know that that's our challenge. We shooting the ball for us. We asked our squad over the last couple of weeks that we have to be more aggressive from the perimeter and catch and shoot. We've really been working on that, and I thought Lexi did a great job. Obviously, Renee Sturham really coming on with some nice gaps. She's really getting at the rim well, and she's our best defender as well. She played really well. You always count on Rachel and Riley to add points to the board as well, and so yeah.
Back and forth, first half of play. Neither team really able to take control. It was a pretty even first half, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's just a good matchup. I mean, Emily Wendling is a phenomenal post player, and I think her and Rachel, match up well. They both can score really efficiently, get to the free throw line a lot. Rebounding is the same way. And Carrier and Riley Blair match up really well. So it's a good matchup.
Obviously, here in this game, with that matchup inside, Rachel, maybe not as many points as she's had in some games, but you got a nice move here, but you got some good scoring from the outside. Renee Sturm, 20 points, and Lexi Bush with 12.
Yeah, Renee had her career high, and as a freshman, that's pretty awesome. She is getting better every day. We ask a lot of her. She starts the game. She plays a lot of minutes. She defends the player's best. She defends the other team's best player. And she really, she's very cerebral player, and she is really starting to get, and she's really getting it. And we talk about we have to get better every day, and she has made a really big jump in the last 2 weeks.
A game that was close again down the stretch. They had a big third quarter, but your team rallied back in the fourth and had a chance to cut into that lead.
Yeah, I think we did a really nice job in the fourth quarter. Coming out and being aggressive. We got some easy transition scores, and we were a little bit rattled there in the third quarter, and proud that we regrouped to do that.
On the men's side, on Saturday, you moved to Wayne State, going on the road here for the next to last time this season, and obviously a tough place to play, but a team that you had beat earlier in the year had to give you some confidence going in.
Yeah, no question. It is a tough place to play, no doubt. And, we were without our starting point guard. So, you talk about not practicing much, and now we don't have our starting point guard with 1 day prep. So it was interesting. I'm so very proud of our group, how we rallied together. Everyone did a little bit. We, had Rachel, who's one of our captains and leaders. She was a lot more vocal in getting us on the same page. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at us. They played us, a 2-3, a 3-2. Man press, and I thought we did a great job. They made runs, and we kept steady. We weren't trying to make 10-point plays, or we were in the moment, and really rallied together as a group.
Had a good performance. Both Rachel McInerney and Riley Blair, double doubles, 2 double doubles. Nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Both really, really talented players, and we've been asking Riley to catch and shoot more, and she's a really good shooter. But she's also really crafty around the rim, and she probably feels a little bit more comfortable off the bounce. But she did exactly that. and she scored a lot of points from the perimeter, just catch and shoot. And so, one, we're glad that she listened to us, and two, we're glad that she's on our team and she's getting better every day and grabbed a double-double. I mean, Rachel's just a really special player. I mean, she absolutely dominated on the boards. Some and ones, got to the free throw line a lot. She's another one we asked to defend the best post player and stay out of foul trouble and play a lot of minutes, and she did that.
Obviously, playing without Lexi Bush here, but Leah Humes came on, had a nice game for you around the point.
Yes. I can't say it. She at the point guard, she controlled the pace of the game. She did a phenomenal. She has taken 0 reps at point guard all year, and we asked her to step into the starting lineup and lead our team, and she was phenomenal.
Made some big plays here down the stretch, a tight ball game, and nice to see your girls really making some big plays to pull out the victory.
Yeah, I thought the biggest was down the stretch. We were 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And Leah Humes was 4 for 4, and then Abby Nakfor was 2 for 2 to make it a 2-possession, to keep it at a 2-possession game. And that is so important because we really didn't want to come out of that zone. And if it were a 3-point game, we probably would have had to.
Nice to be rewarded here with a 71-67 victory after a very difficult road stretch.
No question. It feels very good, Rob. I can't smile big enough.
This week, you're back at home on Thursday against Lake Superior, then at Northwood on Saturday. Talk about these two opponents and 2 teams that you've seen once before.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Lake State shoots it really well, and they shot it really well when we played up at their place. So we're excited for that matchup again and to be back at home. And then we didn't play particularly well that week. Our players refer to it as that week. So we're really excited to play again. Obviously, some confidence coming off, executing down the stretch, and really coming together as a group. So we're really excited to play.
How exciting is it to play for your last 5 here at home in Wake Arena and in front of the home fans?
Yeah, it sounds amazing. That rough road stretch, we just kept telling ourselves, like, get better every day, stay the course, get better every day, stay together, stay moving forward, because we come home for a long stretch, and that's going to be nice.
What do you hope to see out of your team here over these final 5 games here? Obviously a young team that is continuing to grow each and every day.
Yeah, no question. Well, I thought Thursday night was the first time against Saginaw that we did a great job executing coming out of halftime. So those little things about a young team, like for instance, we scored 5 straight possessions on an out-of-bounds play, and then we come out and we have the ball on the baseline and we call a different play. And I say, we've scored 5 times on that play, we should probably keep running that. So those little things were like, oh, okay. So we're starting to get, but executing, I mean, as you go down the stretch, people know what we run and know what we're doing, and it's really important that we're executing our sets at a high level. We're scoring better from the perimeter right now and shooting it, which allows, Rachel to get some easier looks and buckets. And so that's our next growth.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs.
Thanks, Rob.
That's going to do it for Ferris Sports Update. Follow all the action online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.